I'll give you a couple exercises, but one really, really good one for developing the double stroke is separating it into two separate strokes. And really try to keep in mind that the speed is going to come from proper technique, practice slowly. So, first thing is start up here. You play match. Perfect. Oh, that's cool. Um, yeah, I'm hoping you have your pad and your stick, but if not, you can just follow along. But if you have your stuff, follow along so you can practice. So you're up here, all right? We're starting up high, and then the first movement is dropping the stick with the wrist and letting the stick bounce while the hand stays low. Okay? So awesome. Okay. So you're up here, you drop the wrist, let the stick bounce up, but your hand stays low, and you can even try to maintain like a little subtle bend in it. An issue a lot of people have is they'll play this note and then the hand comes back up with it. Don't do that. Let the stick come up. This is where the pivot point between your fingers is so important, because the stick needs to come up, but the hand doesn't move. That's the issue. If you move, or that's a potential issue. Well, we'll talk about a few things. But if the hand moves up with it, you're in trouble already because you're adding like an extra movement to the thing. So the first thing is you're here, you drop it, and really, put the fingers pretty much straight. Try to really exaggerate the movement, and then you stop there. So that's the first stroke. Because what a lot of people try to do, they just try to do two, and we'll get there. We'll do that. There is an exercise where you can kind of just practice making it bounce. But here, you're there, get into this position, and from here, this is where you snap the fingers in. So the second note of the double is generated from the fingers and a little bit of the wrist on the upstroke. So the thing is here, we're going to snap the fingers in like that, but you're not just going to stay straight like that. You're going to come back up on it too. So you're going to snap the fingers in and come back up to the original position at the same time. So we're here, and then you're going to snap and come up. Okay. And then you're back where you started with the fingers curved around the stick. Okay. So again, you're here, drop with the wrist, let it bounce, but the hand stays low, and then snap the fingers in and come back up. Separating it in, I know people are tempted to just go boom, 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 but literally force yourself to stop here. And if you can work on getting that position and then come back up, hugely, hugely helpful exercise. And of course, as you do increase the speed, that hand is going to come in a little bit. It'll become more of a closed position. You don't open the fingers up every single time when you're playing fast. They stay more wrapped around, but you're still going to have that sensation that you developed playing more slowly. So I'll show you how to practice that. Once you get these two movements, I'll show you. And also, I'm just going to throw it out there. If anyone else has questions, put them in there and I'll address it, because I'm just going to kind of stay on this topic until I get another question. And the topic of which is double stroke rolls and how to develop it and go faster. So you're here and you go 1, 2, 1, 2, and just practice that 2, 1, 2. It's funny because the question is about going faster, and this is a very slow exercise. But a lot of the time, perfecting, or pretty much all the time, perfecting the technique slowly is what's going to generate the speed. So this is one great exercise. And once you get it down and you can separate the strokes, then you can make it fluid and go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You go like this. Another huge tip, this fixed my double stroke roll in university, but practicing accenting the second note of the double. So put an accent on the second note, forces you to come down a little more gently. Okay, we need to come down with grace, and then snap the fingers and get that accent on the second note. What you don't want is a double stroke that sounds like this, where you got an accent on the first note. So you go one, accent. So come down. I mean, you do have to, there's only so much you can do, but coming down, don't come down too hard on the first note of the double. And that exercise of accenting the second note of the double, huge. So you still do the same thing I was showing you, but you put the accent on the second note of the double, practice that way. And once you reach a speed where you're no longer able to maintain the accent, that's fine. You can just switch over into a regular roll. You accent, you know, as long as you can. And once you can't anymore, you just let it go and try to play as balanced of a roll as you can. So that's a big one. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a great question. And yeah, I am happy to talk more about it if you want me to. I do have more I can say about the double stroke. But if you're happy with that, that's cool too. And maybe someone else has a question, as I mentioned before. But yeah, we could stay on the double stroke roll, or if you have another question, let me know. I am actually just gonna do one more quick little thing about it, because this is the slowed down. I just explained that. Another one you can do, which is a different idea, more about just getting a sense of the feel of the double, and the rebound of the stick on the double. Keep the fingers more wrapped around. Okay, we're not exaggerating the movement this time and putting the fingers out pretty much straight. Here, keep the fingers wrapped around. So it's a closed position with the fingers wrapped around, but there's always a little play in there. You never want to stop the play, but it's more of a closed position. And then you just try to try to get a little rebound. Just try to play 2 quick ones like that. So my hand does open at the top of the stroke a little bit, but down low, the fingers are more wrapped around, and it's just a quick little double with the fingers wrapped around, and that's a great thing to do to just get the sensation of the double. Okay, so work on getting the sensation of the double in the rebound, and also work slowly to exaggerate the movements. And with those 2 tips, it should really help you. I sincerely hope it does. And thank you for such a good question.